Welcome to the show with no South Today Sport yesterday. If you're looking for the Super Rugby wrap, that'll be on Thursday's edition of the program. But being Tuesday, it's of course our time to look at the ANZ Championship Round 11 action. It saw the Steel find the Magic a different proposition on the road, losing the second half and the game. Elsewhere, the Thunderbirds are having to work harder for their wins. The Vixens upset the Firebirds in Brisbane, and the Pulse needed to beat the Tactics convincingly, and they did. Well, Janine, halfway through that second quarter, 7 up, I was confident things were on track at that point. What changed for you?
I think they just came back at us and we didn't make good decisions under pressure, and that's, disappointing. And, we knew that they'd keep coming back at us, so that's something that we need to go back and have a look at. But, yeah, I think just that confidence that they had to keep attacking, and that's what we lost.
Even still, going into half-time, you still had a lead. You attempted to make some changes, though. You still needed to, freshen up the approach?
Yeah, and just, what I've seen of some of the girls in training over the last, couple of weeks, I just felt we needed a bit of a change, and unfortunately they didn't pay off tonight.
Sometimes. Mashed against the toe. And the crowd don't like it. I don't think there was anything particularly sinister in that. It was just one of those things. It was last year from Juliana Nautu.
You can see the confidence in Langman there, knowing Van Dijk will pop through on that third second. Those links they have.
Tremendous backspin on that shot of how.
What really stunned me, I'm no expert, but 99 penalties sounds outrageous. How much was that your fault?
Was that how many we had?
99 penalties. Yeah, was it? How much was your fault? How much was a few tough calls?
Look, it's a hard one to say, but from where we're sitting on this part of the angles that we saw, I do think the defence were a bit hard done by. I'd say a few of those, but I think we were guilty and we didn't react as well. Because
that's a big hurdle to overcome, isn't it, in a game of this stature?
Yeah, and look, we were just giving away too many soft penalties, distance penalties, and giving them a second shot or a free shot at goal, and we just can't do that.
Pinpoint for me the difference between perhaps the victory over the Magic a few weeks ago and today's performance.
I think we just lost connections in that game. We were really connected, and we just kept surging forward, and we absorbed the pressure, and we just haven't done that this game or last game. I thought we were better this week than we were last week, but just didn't sort of absorb that pressure and stay connected as a group.
You were still there or thereabouts, though, into third quarter. Do you think it was there to be taken in the fourth, given they were coming on strong at you?
Look, I think it was, and again, there was just a couple of, soft turnovers that just let us down at the wrong time.
And the Steel won't muck around. And it did come off Langman, but it also went off the Steel player. The wheels are coming off the Steel.
Things just aren't sticking for the Steel.
Do you think they'd applied a lot more pressure, I felt, than they did a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, and they'd obviously learnt from that, and they've been in this position before where you have to win every game, and we need to learn how you do that, and that's something that, I think we show we're capable of, but we're not able to finish out.
What part of the performance are you going to get a positive out of? We always look for that.
I think we didn't give up. We kept coming back, but just, I think at this stage it's hard to say that. There was just that everything seemed quite hard for us tonight, and when we played them last time, we actually had that real connection. And like I said, the thing on attack, we just didn't do the work that we needed to get free to be available for each other.
Are the girls feeling the pressure because now every game's a sort of must-win for semi-final if you want to be...
Look, I don't think... I mean, they're not talking about saying that. I think it's more just that we need to just keep focusing on one game at a time and actually do the best that we can for us for our season. And if that means that we get 3 wins and we can still make the top 4, that's great. But we're in a situation now, I think we rely on others, and it's not the best place to be in.
And you wonder, Tanya, if those changes for the Steel, they just simply didn't work.
Yeah, well, it was an interesting one from South Beach. Storm Purvis, I thought, was doing a pretty good job down there in that defensive circle. Certainly, Tone Fitzpatrick has come on well. So, yeah, often as a coach, you ask questions, was it the right thing or not? Just shows the face she has in her squad.
Courtney Tyree on
Another
the
one.
bench.
Yep.
So Irene van Dijk adds the final goal.
But if we look around at other results, Vixens beating the Firebirds, anything can happen in the next 24 hours.
I guess it can. But yeah, we've just got to, I guess, focus on what we can do and control what we can control, which is getting back to our game plan and doing the things that we've been doing really well up until this point, and having confidence in each other.
It's so hard in these New Zealand derbies to get 2 wins, isn't it? Often you can knock over one of those games, but to get back-to-back wins is ever so hard.
Oh, look, it is a real challenge, and, you know, particularly when you're away and coming off a travel and all those things, it's just, I think, probably it is that challenge, but it's something you've got to learn to do. If you want to take the title out, you've got to actually be able to win at home and away, and you've got to be able to win consistently against every team.
Looking at the draw, you've got Tactics next week, and many people will say you'll be warm favourites for that and should win, but I suppose the threat would be to perhaps take them a little bit too lightly given their cellar position.
Yeah, and it's absolutely, we can't afford to do that. We have total respect for the Tactics. They've shown on many occasions that they're very capable, and they've taken the Mystics twice. They have pushed other teams. So, you know, from that perspective, we need to obviously debrief this, but really prepare well for next week's encounter, and they'll be certainly wanting to take us.
Fowler's got the hand up, but now Brown, no, she looks sideways. One more for Janelle Fowler, 38 from 39. A colleague at the other end, Van Dijk, 33 from 34.
I know we could talk about Janelle every week, but missing, I think, 1 goal, matching Irene van Dijk, you have to say that's a highly credible performance.
Oh, it is. And, you know, we just need to make sure we're getting more ball into her so that she can keep putting them away.
But, and to be fair to you, that's one of the best midfield combinations. Laura Langman, I thought, had a very good game today, perhaps better than last time you played her.
Yeah, I mean, and Laura's the sort of player, she was never going to have that put out that performance again. And, you know, credit to her, she done her homework and she came back stronger, and that's where we've got to, you know, take a leaf out of her book and actually do the homework and again come back stronger. And
I know we mention it regularly, but you're never within further away than a handful of points, even when you lose. So this team is going from strength to strength.
We are, but yeah, I guess probably at the moment you don't see that. It's just disappointing more than anything else.
The Thunderbirds will spend another week on top of the ladder and will stay there next week, irrespective of results in round 12. The Vixens jump ahead of the Firebirds, and the Magic remain the best bet of the New Zealand franchises to progress to the playoffs, based on their form and run to the line, though the Pulse can't be discounted if they can sweep their remaining games by good margins. The Steel will be hoping to do the same.